Howdy, gamers, and welcome to Checkpoint Reach, a weekly show where we discuss a topic in gaming, occasional news stories, movie and TV quotes, and random life rants. Thank you so much for joining us. Today's topic, I'm going to be talking about the reveal of finally the Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced has officially been announced. But before we get into that, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Lex, along with my co-host Ernie. Ernie? Oh, he is not here today, everyone. That is so sad and unfortunate. It makes me upset. But we miss him. He's off doing business, dude. He's out making deals. He's at the Disneyland. Can I say Disneyland? I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna miss him this episode. But hey, I'm gonna try to do my best. It's not gonna be the longest. It's just gonna be me reacting to this news today that we received. But hey, before we get into that, some breaking news that that has already been out for a minute. Game Pass for Microsoft, Xbox Game Pass, and all that good stuff has gone cheaper. Now, it was very controversial, right? Because everyone was really upset that it went up to $30 for the month for the Ultimate, and people just started quitting. So they went back to 22 a month for Ultimate. PC Game Pass drops to 16.49 to 13.99. I'm sorry, and obviously it's going to vary by region. Now, it's interesting, right? I know me and Ernie would probably be discussing like, oh, what do you think happened? And obviously, they probably lost a lot of subscribers. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because it is an expensive price point, and not everybody wants to pay that. And if they're not offering a lot of these good titles like most are, like, what are you doing? I mean, I do say Game Pass is a great value for sure, but I mean, after a while, you kind of there's just too much going on. You just don't end up playing. Like right now, I mean, I always stand by the PlayStation Plus subscription that I have, and that's because since I own the Portal, it's just so much easier for me to play cloud-based games, and it's a good for my value. But even then, I'm barely even playing it. I don't have the time. I'm not making the time, and there's just so much games that are out there. It gets overwhelming. I've talked about it with Ernie before. Like I will literally look at it, and look at the list, and be like, oh, look at all these games that I have, and then just be like, I can't play any of these. I mean, I can, but it's just like I don't have time for any of these. Like, and that's the thing that sucks. But also, beginning this year, Call of Duty games will no longer be joining Game Pass at launch. They're going to be added during the holiday season, so about a year later. But the Call of Duty titles that are currently in the library are still available. Now it's interesting, right? Because I think they just started last year, if I'm not mistaken, that they started adding Call of Duty. Now, why this change? Did they realize sales weren't as good with Call of Duty? They didn't make as much money. It's pretty wild that they went back on that. It's pretty wild. So yeah, I guess they're just going back on the word. I mean, I guess we'll have more news for that and see how people react to it. But yeah, it's pretty wild that happened. So anywho, what I am playing these days, so I'm still working on GTA 5. I've been a little busy. I've been kind of out of town for the past 2 weeks, so I haven't had a lot of time to game. And what I did actually start when I was on the plane, when I went to Austin, Balatro. I'm not sure exactly how people discuss it. I know it's not a big thing that people talk about, but people will say, "Hey, what is it? Which one is it?" And yeah, I was playing it on my phone because I have this free trial for the Apple Arcade or whatever, and it's actually pretty fun. It took me a while. I remember playing it a while ago for the first time, and I didn't get into it. But on the plane, I kind of was just going and going. So basically, if you're not familiar with the game, it's a poker roguelike game where you basically just, you're fighting your way up, and you keep going and you keep doing all these decks. You're going through all these decks. You get through these boss level decks. You get power ups that make your deck a little harder to manage. And when you lose, you basically start all over. And I'm having a blast. And I do like playing the occasional poker with some friends. I myself am just not the best with identifying the hands. So I feel like this kind of helps me out. But it's pretty fun. I know a lot of people get very addicted to this game. I have yet to get addicted, but hey, stay tuned. That could change, right? Still playing some GTA 5. I am just about done. I know I'm getting towards the end, and I'm excited. I'm ready to hop into Red Dead 2, but before I do that, I'm starting Red Dead 1 again. So I don't know if I shared the story, but for some reason my Red Dead 1 save is not cross progressing onto my Portal when I do the cloud. I could just turn on the PlayStation and do a PS Play, or what is it called? Share Play? Whatever it's called. I always forget what it's called. And play it that way, but I don't want to. I want my PS5 off. I don't need it on. I want to do the cloud. So you know what? I wasn't that far in the first run, so screw it. I started it over today, and I'm giving it a run. And I mean, it's a fun game. I mean, I'm still in the very beginning. I haven't gone too far, but I mean, it's Red Dead 1, and I've been meaning to replay it for a while, and now this is me getting back to it. So very excited for that. So yeah, so that's currently what I'm playing. I don't know. See, I'm kind of like stuck in this little gaming lull right now too. Like I'm trying to get myself back in there. Like I don't know what to play next. I'm kind of thinking about either Baldur's Gate 3 or Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I know people are saying play that. I want to play that because I know I want to see what the hype's about, and I've already started Baldur's Gate 3 a while ago, and I know I'm gonna have to restart it. So it's like, should I just start a new game? And I hear Claire Obscure is a little bit not as Dungeons and Dragons like, where there's not a lot of crazy choices as Baldur's Gate 3 is. So I'm stuck. I mean, again, I don't know exactly where I want to be. Something that needs to stick. That's the problem. It's always that, right, with the games. So if the game doesn't stick right away, you get sad, you know? But anyway, I'll report back next week when when Ernie returns, hopefully. So let's get into the nitty gritty, guys. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced has officially been announced with a little launch showcase this morning as of record. Yeah, they basically the voice actor of Edward Kenway. I can't remember his name right now. He's I'll try to figure that in a second. He was basically announcing this game. The way they set it up was cool. They had like a little story before, and then right when it counted down, like Edward Kenway was like, "Here we go," or someone said that. It was pretty awesome. And they started basically just showed you everything that's going on. They showed you a nice trailer, and then there was a whole interview with the game director of the game with Edward Kenway's voice actor. I'm gonna look it up real quick because I don't want. Oh, Matt Ryan is the name. He was in the Constantine Theory series. He's a pretty sweet dude, but he was the original voice actor of the game, and yeah, they started getting into it and showing us what this game has to offer. And let me tell you, everyone, I am excited for this. I mean, I already knew I was gonna be excited. Look, we have another episode about this game, so I'm not gonna get super deep into it. Like we've already done it. It's been done. We don't want to bore you with the details, but this game looks so much fun. I am so excited for this, and I cannot wait. Um, it's funny because I still have Assassin's Creed Shadows, and I just don't have any care to go back. And again, I think it's because Ghost of Yotei was just such a great game. It's like I don't want to play that again. I don't want to go back to it. I just have no desire. And like I said, and if you have been following my journey personally, I've been looking for a great pirate game. I played Skull and Bones, which didn't hit well. But the funny thing is, Ubisoft Singapore is who was the leading development on Resynced, and yeah, they actually did Skull and Bones. But what looks good, I guess the main thing that people were kind of hoping for was it's not going to be an RPG style like the modern day Assassin's Creeds. It's going to be the straight swashbuckling adventure that we remember. Now, to me, again, if you've not heard these episodes in the past, I think Black Flag was one of the best Assassin's Creeds I have played. One of my favorites. I played the crap out of it. Everything's getting a rework from the ground up. The combat especially. You're going to be able to do some parries, some takedowns. You can freely crouch as well. They even showcased there's a missions like when you do eavesdropping. In the original, if you get caught, the mission's over. You have to restart it. But in this one, they even mentioned like, we know it's annoying. We're figuring it. We're changing that. You don't have to deal with that. You just figure it's going to be a head-on combat, resolve the situation. So it's pretty sweet, which I like, right? Because it's so annoying when you're like required to do like a stealth, and the stealth is wonky, right? But yeah, we're gonna get some new story scenes. So we're gonna see Edward's wife, Carolina. We get some new recruitable crew officers. We got some modern day segments that are gonna be a little different, new moments, which I kind of hope. Like again, I'm not a big fan of the modern day, like the whole Animus story and all that stuff. But I mean, there are people that like it. I like less of it. I just want to be more into the game. Something that people are gonna enjoy to some more sea shanties. Featuring some Woodkid, a little familiar in the games with Death Stranding and all that stuff. Weapon upgrades for the ship. You get a little cat or monkey pet on your little Jackdaw ship. So there's a lot of good stuff that's coming, and it's coming July 9th, which is crazy, right? I wasn't expecting like holiday of this year or early next year or whatever, but the fact that it's coming out this like in 2 months, like well wait 3 months. What is it? February. We're in April, late April. So about 2.5 months or whatever. It's super exciting. So yeah, we're gonna get an optimized performance. Everything's gonna look good with the with a the graphics upgrade and all that stuff, and it's just going to be exciting. And I think what's the most exciting part about this game is the ship battles. For Skull and Bones, for some reason, the ship battles just didn't feel as great to me. And like this game being so old as it was, I remember it being so much more fun. Um, so I'm super excited for this. They announced the collector's edition, which I mean, I'm a sucker for that collector's edition. Uh, it's coming with looks like a steel book. Looks like you get with the game, obviously, a metal brooch, a statue of Edward Kenway, cloth world map, Edward logbook, a sea shanty music sheet so you can, sing along. Digital content, of course. You get a character pack, naval pack, and a Crimson's pack, whatever that is, Blackbeard. But yeah, I mean, you're gonna see all like the Blackbeards and all that stuff, and yeah, I'm just so excited for this game, y'all. I'd actually don't tell Ernie, but I actually reserved the collector's edition just just to have it. Who knows? Am I gonna keep it? I don't know. Um, it's kind of just it's just there, but I guess it's selling out. It's sold out on Amazon at least. I think Amazon usually where it sells at the most, but I got it through PS Direct at first, and then I switched to Best Buy just because I have more perks there with my Total Tech and all that good stuff. But yeah, if you have not already, check it out. And if you're really like hesitant about Assassin's Creed games, I'm gonna say this is the one to get into for myself personally, especially if you're a pirate fan. It does a great job. I mean, this game is super fun. Edward Kenway is a great character as well. The voice Matt Ryan is really good with the voice. Um, but yeah, you're gonna get the PlayStation 5. You get it for the Windows. You get it for Xbox Series X as well. Yeah, I'm super stoked. I really hope this game they don't mess it up. It's not a Skull and Bones. It's funny because I was gonna say like, oh, what if it's a Skull and Bones drop add-on or something like that? Oh, that'd be terrible, right? Nobody wants that. So yeah, dude, look out for this game. It's coming. I recommend watching the videos. The showcase is like 30 minutes. I guess you don't really have to watch the last 10, 15 minutes or whatever, because that's mostly the chatting between the director and all that stuff. But it's still good stuff. They offer some great information, and they really they really get big on that no RPG style, because I know a lot of people are like, we don't want this, we don't want the fully customize it, you know what I mean? Because like it does get a lot, and it is kind of annoying sometimes. Like I just want to get straight into the action, and that's what I miss about an Assassin's Creed game. Like Mirage did it that way, but Mirage was a great game. I mean, I still had a great time with that game. So yeah, look out for this game July 9th. So very exciting. That's it. That's all I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to talk about anymore. If you want to hear more of our thoughts about this game, you can see our episode that we had a few weeks back about Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. You'll hear all about that there. So thank you so much for listening. Hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe and share if you like what you hear. Leave us some comments. Follow us on Instagram at checkpoint_reached. We will be there to answer any inquiries. Talk to us at Assassin's Creed. Talk to us all the good stuff. I know this is a quick episode, but I wanted to get something out for you all because I know we kind of dropped the ball last week. We didn't really have anything. We had some issues, unfortunately, and then I've been gone as well. So I figure, you know what, let's just get something out, a little reaction video to this. Let's bust something out real quick. And we will have Ernie back next time, and tune in next week. Checkpoint reached. Goodbye.